Good afternoon, listeners and viewers of Kyrie FM. Welcome back to day number 2 of NTRC's Tech Expo. We are here live with Kyrie FM. My name is Shama. Once again, for those of you joining us, we are here. This is day 2, and we are downstairs of the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall, where we have this amazing expo put on by NTRC. Right now, we are downstairs, like I mentioned, viewing the high school students and some primary school students as well. We have a school competition which is called the Maze Masters competition, where students are able to build robots, put them together, and put them through mazes and just see how it goes and hopefully win a big prize. Today we'd also like to highlight some of the sponsors who were able to make this possible for this initiative. We have HHV Research and Company Limited, Metaverse Games, Jays Limited, NCCU, Digicel, NBD, Republic Bank, Flow, Packet Innovations, and of course NTRC Dominica. So now, like I said, the competition has already begun, right? So if those of you who was actually viewing us yesterday, you're actually gonna meet even more today, because we actually have 6 schools participating today, which is the Convent High School, the Northeast Comprehensive School, the Castleboro Secondary School, the St. Mary's Academy, Goodwill Secondary, and the Orion Academy. So now we're just going to take it over to see what's going on with the robots, get a chance to meet the students, get a little bit of interaction and see how this Maze Masters competition is going to blow it out. So let's go.
Okay, we're going back in the wrong direction. 4 minutes down.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, right now we actually have the Goodwill Secondary School participating in the Maze Masters competition. As you can see, the robot is trying to make its way through the maze to get to the finish line.
Okay.
There is a 5-minute timer that they have to try to beat as well. So, but if that timer goes off and the robot is unable to get to the finish line, then unfortunately they may lose some points.
Thumbs up. Thank you very much, Goodwill Secondary School. That was a good show.
Unfortunately, their time is up. They were unable to get to the finish line, but a great try by the Goodwill Secondary School. So now we're just awaiting the next high school who is coming up to participate in the Maze Masters competition at the NTRC's Tech Expo.
Right now, we're going to give the schools a bit of moment before we continue the competition.
So, guys, we're here with competitors of the Convent High School, and they're here with their robot. They are competitors at the NTRC Maze Masters competition. We have quite a few young ladies here. I can see. Can you guys tell us your names and what got you guys into robotics?
My name is Asia Arga.
My name is Krista George.
My name is Alejandra Gordon.
To be honest, our teacher right there introduced us to robotics since second form, I would say. Yeah. And we've been experiencing NTRC's Expo from that point, I believe. We're in fourth form, going to fifth. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have a similar experience. My teacher, Natasha Nation, also allowed me to join the Cornell High School's IT club, and that really has helped me to show my love for IT and develop it.
Same. I really enjoy coding and building the robots. And it actually started with an event. I think that was also by NTRC. It was Code Combat. And our teacher, she put us for it. So I think that started the spark.
Assisted you in building this, or was there someone specific other than her? Or because there's like YouTube stuff like tutorials and stuff like that. So because I personally how I learned to sew was for YouTube, because I call it the University of YouTube. So that's how I learned to sew. So like I wanted to know if it was not only your teacher, but if you guys had other guidance or tutorials and stuff like that.
Yes, I would say we definitely used a lot of tutorials specifically to build this car, and yeah.
Nice. Well, let me get to your teacher to ask her a few questions. Hello, miss, and good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. What is your name? And tell us about your team and what you guys have put together for the Maze Masters competition.
Okay, my name is Natasha Nation, and this is Team Robotics, Convent High School. There are more members. Some of them are milling about and helping other teams as well. Essentially, we were supposed to build an Arduino robotic car, which is what we have there. They have named it Zakadon. And as you can see, it's girls, so they decided to give it eyelashes. Being that they are the only all-girls team here. We have other all-girls school, but this is the only all-girls team. Yes. So other teams, usually you hear, like when it comes to tech, you hear of boys, and then girls become, women in tech, girls in STEM, and so on. Right. Yes. So we are happy to be the only all-girls team. You know, you stand out that way. Yes. Girls in tech, women in STEM.
So far, how would you say the competition is going? I believe yesterday you guys had a little bit of difficulties, but not just you guys, everybody basically. Were you able to, see your robot get a little bit closer to the finish line?
Well, interestingly, our issue yesterday was a very simple issue. They had the robots working so much all day long. By the time they got to the starting line, the battery died. That is what happened. So it was a power issue, not a mechanical issue or programming issue. Today we upgraded our code a bit. We did go through the maze. It took us about 5 minutes, just like everybody else, to get there. But it's because they told us our robot was too fast, slow it down. We would have been done in 2 minutes. But when the organizers saw how fast it was going, they told us slow it down. It's too fast because we had it on maximum speed. So we had to bring it down to, like everybody else, 130, 125, and that one. In fact, our last speed was 100, so it went through at 100, which is kind of slow. Although when it's fast, it can also blow your motors. But I mean, we didn't mind. We just wanted the excitement of it. Yes. But it needed some guidance going through the maze, as in the case of most of the teams. But the maze is very tight as well. It's a very, very tight. It's not much space. And then it's some sharp right angles. So all of that, all of the mathematics has to be put into the coding, which is what most of the teams are experiencing. As you can see, no one team really finished the maze today. Right? Everybody hit that 5 minutes, and even like good secondary school, so it was moving in pretty smoothly on its own. It got stuck in the maze and is had to make it out. So it's a real struggle, but this is the first year. And when it's the first time this happens, but I think that by the second year, the children will be better equipped, and they have a whole year to decide how to do better next year. And yes, so it will work out. It will work out.
I'm very confident that it will. But thank you so much for your time, and I wish you guys all the best, okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye. So guys, we just heard from the Convent High School and their robotics team. We actually have more schools available. I see some of our students doing some coding, getting their robots geared up, I guess, for the second round, for the second edition, for the NTRC Maze Masters competition. Oh, I was just informed that the maze has actually been switched up quite a little bit. Hi. Hi guys, good afternoon. Sorry to interrupt. Yes, I came to you guys. Yeah, of course. Because I see the big people have something to say too. Good afternoon to you. And tell us, what is your name and what is your involvement in the Maze Masters competition? I think you're a teacher, right?
I am. My name is Abigail Woodman, and I am the teacher accompanying Orion Academy over there.
Nice. And how is the competition for your team going so far?
It's good in the sense that the students are really engaged. They are, adjusting their code at every point. They're realizing what's wrong, and this is not something that is simple. It's also not something that is a part of their curriculum. So it's something that they essentially have been learning on their own for the past couple of weeks in order to be able to develop this. And so for us to put the robot down today and for it to get as far as it got, I think that's a pretty pretty good accomplishment. Hats off to the students for sure. I'm really, really proud of them. I think they did a fantastic job.
How long they been actually working on the robot? Would you say
So,
in terms of construction?
yeah, a few months. I think about 4 months, maybe thereabout. Yeah, not bad at all. No, all the parts are very intricate. All the little electronic pieces, as well as to figure out the code to go along with it to make it do what you want it to do. And yeah, so they've done very well. I'm proud of them.
That's very good, and I hope all the best for them. Trust me, and all of them as well. Every student here, but I noticed something. They switched up the maze.
Yes, they did. They made some changes to the maze because in this round, no school got through to the end. And part of the reason is that I think most of the schools, they are using a particular coding on their sensor where when it gets to a point, it measures which distance is the furthest away so that it can keep moving through the maze. So if you have a wall, um, you're registering that an obstacle or a wall is is close by, then your robot is going to make the decision. Well, there's one 4 centimeters here, but there's one 10 centimeters here. So let's go 10 centimeters because that surely should take us out of the maze. And in this particular maze, the complexity was such that um, one of the distances that would have been registered as the furthest distance was actually a dead end. So everybody's robot went right into the dead end. Everybody fell for the trap. And so it has been adjusted, as you can see. And hopefully some people make it out. Let's see. Hopefully we.
Hopefully, yes, definitely. But thank you so much for your input. I appreciate it. So, guys, you just heard from one of the teachers of the Orion Academy, and she was just explaining to us about how the process is, building the robots and putting the everything together basically to get ready for the competition itself, right? So yes, we have like like our friends at the convent high school said, the maze is a little bit tight. You can definitely see there's a little bit of a squeeze. So and those robots are, I wouldn't say they're big, but they're not too small at the same time. So it's a bit tricky for them to make left and right turns, and you know, considering they don't have steering wheels. And so it's all coding for them. But yeah, but for those of you listening and for those of you watching, thank you so much for joining us. We're live on Kyrie FM at the NTRC Tech Expo 2025 here at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall right here in Goodwill. We would like to say thank you to all of the participating schools that are here today, present today, which is the Convent High School, the Northeast Comprehensive, the Castleborough Secondary, St. Mary's Academy, Goodwill Secondary, and Orion Academy. We'd also like to highlight some of the sponsors for who was able to make this event possible, which is the HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, Metaverse Games, Jays Limited, NCCU, National Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Digicel, NBD, Republic Bank, Flow, and Picat Innovations. So guys, let me tell you, we're going to take just a short break to bring you some more content. We're going to visit some of the other businesses that are upstairs, and because it's actually a very big complex, and we have a lot of businesses here who are displaying their products as well. So just stay tuned with us while we take a short break and bring you some more. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We are live here at the NTRC 2025 Tech Expo, live at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall in Goodwill, and we are upstairs now. We're upstairs. We just came from downstairs where the students, where secondary school students are participating in the Maze Masters competition, the robotics competition. And now we are upstairs where we have a tech expo or business expo, I should say, where various businesses like Flow, NBD, I see the National Cooperative Credit Union Limited. I see many different businesses here displaying products and services which contribute to our technology. So let's just go ahead and see if we can get some statements or, just get some small interviews. Hello, good afternoon. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. Can you tell us your name and it's We Planet. Nice. Can you give us your name and what you bring to the Tech Expo for NTRC 2025?
Yes. So I'm Christiana Paul from We Planets, one of the founders, and we're at the Tech Expo to talk about our app that rewards people for living sustainably and living an eco-friendly lifestyle. Our app this year on June 3rd is celebrating 3 years being in existence, and so essentially it's available and free to download either as a progressive web app, which does not take up any space on your phone, or you can go to the Play Store, App Store, whether you're Android or iPhone, and type in We Planet, and you'll get access to the app. You may be wondering how does the app work? We have a key section called Eco Points, which operates just like a loyalty type program if you were to go and shop at a business, but instead you're earning points for shopping with your reusable bag, purchasing eco-friendly products, maybe you attended an eco-friendly event, and essentially, the more eco actions you do, the more points you earn, and you get entered into our quarterly raffle. So we give rewards year round. Every quarter, every quarter we give out cash prizes, shopping vouchers from our partners. Partnerships is very big at We Planet. So we have supermarkets on board like S-Mart, Lindomat, Jollies, and small businesses like JD's, Naturals, Be Natural, because they are also incorporating sustainability in their brand, whether that's refilling a bottle or maybe using biodegradable packaging, that sort of thing. So we're all about promoting sustainability through the app and, of course, rewarding people for living that type of lifestyle.
Nice. Thank you so much. And you
you.
said the app is free to download. Is it on
Yes,
all
they can.
platforms on Google
All
Play and Apple
platforms.
Store?
We're
Oh, look at it right
everywhere.
there.
We're everywhere.
So, guys, if you actually scan the code, do you have apart from your website, are you on social media like
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook?
Be sure to follow us on social media. That's at WePlanet767, both on Facebook and Instagram, and on TikTok at WePlanet.inc. So we're on the social medias. We're also on LinkedIn if you're a business professional and want to connect. We're We Planet Inc. on LinkedIn as well. And we do have a YouTube channel because we love to post videos. And that is also at WePlanet767.
So you
Yes.
see, we have great, young talent in Dominica. You see it, am I not? Thank you so much for your time and
Thank you.
all the best. But
Yes.
thank you for your contribution to NTRC's Tech Expo this
For
year.
sure. This is our third year being with them, and we're looking forward to being back again.
Perfect,
Yes.
amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, guys, so we are live at the NTRC Tech Expo 2025, and we are now visiting the various businesses who has their stuff on display. There are pamphlets. If you, in case you are not unfamiliar with their products or services that they provide, and we are now going to head over to the National Cooperative Credit Union Limited. I mean, come on, we all know NCCU. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Doug Davis. I'm the member service representative in marketing for the NCCU, the Community Financial Partner.
Nice. So tell us, what is NCCU bringing to the Tech Expo for 2025?
Well, for the Tech Expo this year, we brought all of our services because at the NCCU, We have everything and anything our members will ever need. As long as it's a product available at the NCCU, we will serve the members in the best way possible, always.
Nice.
Today specifically, we brought along our member retirement accounts, or MRA. It's one of the only private retirement solutions on the island. It goes up to 4%. You can put $1,000 per month. It's going up to 4% on interest. One of the highest interest rates on the island when it comes to a
Nice.
savings account. One of the only retirement solutions at the island at NCC, your community financial partner. Goes up to, you can open $1,000 per month. There is no limit to how much you can accumulate over time. Whenever you open the account, you will have to keep it until you retire to get the 4%. However, if you were to break the
chain.
MRA, you will remove that 4%, but you will still get everything.
You will still get benefits.
Yes, you have
Okay.
2% accumulated savings,
Okay.
interest rate savings. You will get it.
At least you'll still be able to, get something within the time frame. However, guys, he just said if you break that chain, you will lose your 4%. You will lose your 4%. So do not lose your 4%. That's a lot. That's quite a lot.
If you go to our website, nccudominica.com, you will be able to see a breakdown of how you will accumulate over time. For example, if you are 25 and go to save $100 every month, you would get $90,000 by the time you go to retire. I believe that is what is on the website.
Wow.
nccudominica.com.
Nice.
We have some other stuff. We have our international debit card. I know, we're not calling people name, but when you walk around, you're going to have another company. I'm not going to tell you the name, but I'm going to tell you it's a color that's not like our own.
Yeah.
For international debit card, there are no fees on transactions whatsoever. If you were to come to
That's
our
right.
and pull out anything, you're not taking your dollar, you're not taking $2, you're not taking nothing.
Nothing.
Your
All
money-
you ain't that.
Your money is your money.
That's
You
right.
biting your money. Like,
That's right.
we are calling people name, but
And
we're not
that's
biting your money.
that's why I like NCCU.
So no transaction fees whatsoever, not online, not in person, not anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
We also have our website, See You Online. You can say everything See You Online. If you don't have See You Online, you can come in and go to the member services area where you open your account from whatever location it is, and you can sign up for See You Online. On See You Online, there's live transactions. You can see all the transactions. Maybe if you go to the ATM now and pull out $10,
Yeah.
as soon as you finish it,
You can go and you can see that.
you can transfer money to all of your accounts with the NCCU.
Right.
And you can transfer money between other NCCU members. You can also get money from NBD to come to us, or from any other institution which does. However, you cannot, as of yet, you cannot transfer money outside of the institution. But that will possibly be coming on later on.
So basically, you can import, but you cannot export
Yeah.
at the moment. Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay.
We have our Young Savers account. That is basically a security savings account for minors. People
Okay.
under 18. So if you have a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old,
A 10-year-old, yeah.
14,
So
15.
that would be perfect for like primary school students, school students.
We
Yeah.
also have credit unions in the different schools. I believe we have in college, we have in SMA, and
Yes.
convents, high school. You can open a credit union there. A credit union account there as well with the NCCU. Our Young Savers account is the same as your security savings account. 2% on interest for cumulative over the years.
Yeah.
You can, as a minor, you can deposit onto your account, however, you cannot
Withdraw as
from your
yet,
accounts.
unless you are of age.
Parents, unless your parent is a signature.
Okay,
If
nice.
you're interested in opening that account, you will need the birth certificate of your child, you need the birth certificate of the guardian, the legal guardian, and the ID, and everything else which is required. You will be able to see that on the website nccudominica.com.
Nice. What else you have for us? It seems like you have a lot. Because that's a lot.
Everybody know what our vroom room. I don't have to say too much. Everybody know what our vroom room. If you don't know about vroom, you're not in style. So if you're interested in getting a vehicle, a new vehicle, a used vehicle, come to for the vroom room at NCC. It's available at all of our branches. It's the best vehicle on the
I've always heard NCCU have the best vehicle loans.
have all the
for
best
sure.
loans. It doesn't matter what loan it is. It's the
Yeah.
best loan. Best loan, best savings account, everything. 6.5%. You know,
Nice.
it's the same requirements as all the loans. You need a job slip.
Mm-hmm.
You will need your payment slip for the last two recent payment slips. You will need a copy, a plan of the land, stuff like that. Or if you're looking for land, you're interested in, and you could also call us at 255-2126 and connect yourself to the collections department to find out more about our properties on sale. We have our business loans as well. Our business loans are at 9%, agricultural loans at 9%, fisherman, agriculture, farmer, anything. Once it's agriculture, you can come to us. You have to connect to your extension officer to get some information which you will bring to us. And contact the business development unit if you want more information about the business loan specifically.
Nice. Nice.
Right now, we have a promotion going on as well. Love Your Account Mother's Day edition. If you go to our social medias, NCCU on Instagram and Facebook, you will see more about Love Your Account. So
Wait, but Mother's Day is actually on
Mother's Day
on
just now.
on
But
Sunday.
the whole of May is for your mother. That is why it ended on the 31st.
Yeah, that.
It's ending on the 31st. We think about that before we put it outside.
That's the first thing I go to ask him because I check it. Mother's Day is on Sunday, so how? And today's Friday.
So Monday, come and do it. You can go Saturday as well to the Mao branch. They are open from 9 to 1.
Nice.
The only, I think we're the only financial institution open
on Saturday, yeah.
That's right. That's showing you we care for our members all the time. We're always there for you, no matter the day, no matter the weather, no matter the time.
You see, you cannot go wrong, NCCU, eh?
Okay, to enter into it, you will need to open, update, or reactivate your account. You can do that at any of our 7 locations. You can apply for a room loan, a domestic, or an ASAP loan. You can also make a payment on any delinquent loan and you will enter into our prize pool. For the prizes is a 2 of the services from Glams. Your mother need
A little touch up, a little nice sub vibes, yeah, a little pedicure, manicure, massage. Yeah, man.
a massage and a pedicure, and we also get a bonus manicure for our first prize. Our second prize would be a gel manicure and a gel pedicure for bonus back massage.
Yeah. Nice,
So basically,
nice.
what I tell you is NTCU always there for you, no matter what. NTCU, we see you, and we'll be there for all the time.
Nice. Well, thank you
We're
so
a community
much.
financial partner, the only partner that cares for you.
Well, you're in for yourself. Well, thank you so much for giving us an overview. I really appreciate it. And guys, you have to come on down to Tech Expo, to NTRC Tech Expo, and visit the NCCU booth so you can get even more information and get more savings, learn more about their products. And like he said, they're the only financial institution that is open on a Saturday. Right, and this promotion from Mother's Day that is going on right now, it is extended up until the 31st of May. So if you think you miss out, then no, you're still safe, you're still good. I still give your mother something for on Sunday, you know. But but if you're not able to, then at least you know it's the thought that counts. Even if the date passed, then you can still do. You can still do something. Still get a chance to, do something, especially compliments NCCU. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. So guys, you see there's a lot going on here at the NTRC Tech Expo. We are here live on Kyrie FM at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall. That's in Goodwill. Right? I know a lot of people don't know where that is, so I'm going to I'm making emphasis on that. The St. Alphonsus Parish Hall. That is where we're located currently. We have the Maze Masters competition going on downstairs, and we have the Tech Expo with the businesses like NCCU, We Planet, National Bank of Dominica, Flow Dominica, Picat Innovations, I see Digicel. We also have representatives from Jolly's Pharmacy available as well. So guys, yeah, this is the place to be right now. And I believe I believe we're here actually past 5. We're going to be here past 5 p.m. Yeah, so so you actually still have a bit of time. If you're available now, please come on down because you never know what special, gifts or prizes may be available to you if you come down now. So let's just go over to our flow booth and see what we can get over here. Hello. You not flow? Uh-oh. Buffalo. Uh-oh. Well, at least, because. So at least, who would we be able to speak to? Okay. To this, thank you. Good afternoon, sir, and how are you?
Yeah, doing okay, thank you. How are you doing yourself?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Tell us, how is Picard Innovations contributing towards the NTRC 2025 Tech Expo this year? I see you guys have your booth set up. You have some of your products displayed. You have safes. I see fire alarm systems, cameras set up, security systems. Uh, yeah, there's a lot that you guys are offering right now.
Okay,
So
well,
give us a little more insight as to,
we are a full service technology company. So we help customers to implement technology solutions. We try to understand what customers need and to put together solutions that are complete. So we don't do everything, but there are a few things that we have strengths in. In particular, we are featuring this time around our access control solutions. We know many customers, especially business customers, have a need for electronic access control. So we are providing them with various options. We have some RFID, which are fingerprint, iris, eye scanner, or the traditional systems that have a card or like a key that you can use to open your doors. In addition to that, we have also fire detection systems. We do both fire detection and fire suppression, but most businesses would have detection systems. And one of the issues that is in our market is that for those systems to be really certified, they need persons who are qualified and
to
certified
operate
from
them.
the vendors.
Okay.
And so we are certified in providing these systems from Firelight. There are a few other providers here, but we definitely are one of the leading providers in providing certified solutions from Firelight. And that is very important. When it comes to surveillance also, it's something that many other providers do. We have, at this point, two particular brands of products that we are promoting. We're promoting a line of products from Digital Watchdog, and that's a line of cameras for our business customers. It has AI-enabled cameras, much more capability than what you would get from a traditional NVR, where you have a limitation of maybe 16 or 32 cameras. With this, you can go 100 cameras and size it based on your requirements. But we do have also other more flexible cameras that are used for both residential and home users. This line of cameras here from Reolink, it is the new line that we are also pushing. They have a lot of products that are flexible. Some can be used standalone. They don't require a subscription. So if someone wants a camera that they want to just put at their front door, they could have a camera solution that can work for that. And also, with this system, you can also integrate it into a bigger system.
Ah.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're telling customers is that you offer not only commercial but residential.
Correct.
Okay.
Our
Camera
main
setups.
focus, our main customer base is commercial.
Commercial, yes,
But we
you
do
still
have a few
cater.
products for the residential base.
Nice.
On the commercial side also, one of the other key things that I know many business customers need is reliable power, backup
Yes.
power. So we have our line of UPSs, which is from Vertiv. Vertiv is one of the UPSs that is used by the telecom providers. You know, the telecom providers need service that's always on.
Yes.
So they use Vertiv.
Yes.
And in addition to providing the UPS, we provide servicing for the UPS, because many times after 2 or 3 years,
You need to
the
service
batteries
it.
need to be replaced.
That's right.
They need to be serviced. People sometimes just go and buy a new UPS.
Ah,
But
when
we
it
cannot-
when the old one could have just
Correct.
continued
We can
being used.
actually
Yeah.
service them and
Yeah.
revive them. Okay? And finally, and most importantly, it's our solar line of products. Solar PV. We offer complete solutions for solar PV. There are people who put together their own solutions. The experience with that is that, one, there is not a clear understanding of what is required to put the right system in place.
Okay.
So we help customers to understand their consumption, have the right balance in terms of panels, batteries, and other components, so that when they have a system in place, we can deliver actual savings for them. For example, the batteries that we use, are now only lithium-ion based batteries. And those batteries come for 10-year warranty. And so when someone invests in that, they can actually know that we will back up that warranty for the next 10 years.
10 years? Wow.
10 years.
Wow.
Okay? Right.
Wow.
Right.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. That was a lot of information, and that was a lot of helpful information, as a matter of fact. So, guys, if can you actually tell our listeners and viewers where they can actually find you? Do you have a physical location apart from social media? Do you have a physical
We're
location?
available in the Cadenfield Industrial Area. It is shared 101A. Just to give someone some perspective, we are pretty close to Clare Harbour. And we are pretty close to the Afuawi Bakery. These are two places that many people know.
Also,
in the
you're
industrial
basically in
area.
between.
Right.
That,
so
okay.
if you come into the Afuawi Bakery, it's
You
the
cannot miss
first
you.
left. It's the left before the Afuawi Bakery. And you will find us there.
Okay,
Okay?
nice.
You can always just search us on Google Maps and it will, tell
it
you
will
exactly
come up.
where to find us.
You
Yes.
see, technology.
Okay? Right.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time,
Our pleasure.
and thank you so much for your contribution to NTRC Tech Expo 2025.
Our pleasure.
Yes. Oh, of course, of course. We are a media house. We definitely need these services. Thank you so much. So, guys, we just heard from Picat Innovations. If you guys would like to look them up, like he was stating that they are located in the Canefield Industrial Estate, and you can also look them up via social media at Picat, that is Pick with 2 A's and a T, Innovations. So let's see, who else can we target right now? I see Jollies, but I'm not sure if they've already finished setting up. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. No. Okay. Good afternoon. Okay. Good afternoon, by the way. Guys, we are, but if I don't, you guys don't have any signs up, but I know you guys are representing Jolly's Pharmacy. So good afternoon. So tell us, what is your setup here? I know, you guys are specialized in pharmaceuticals, right? But I see you have a whole different, I don't see any drugs there. So tell us what is your
today
contribution?
We just from the Jolly's IT department. So we are a very technology-driven company at Jolly's. Most people don't know that because most people don't see what's happening behind the scene or getting inside of Jolly's to see that. But Jolly's is a very technology-driven company. And when I saw the Expo, I'm the supervisor of the IT department, I was like, we need to come in and show what
you got.
So today we brought this is something that we're testing out. This is our local AI model. AI is a big crave today. But one of the problems with AI is that there's a lot of privacy concerns.
Yes.
Because you want to put stuff in there, but it's like,
you don't want it to be
you don't know where it's going to be. So
that's right. They want it to get stolen or used by somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
So
so this is your own setup? This is your very own AI generate? Wow.
But what most people realize, most of the AI today is open source. Open source is free software available to everybody.
Yes.
So most of the AI models are open and free. So you can get the AI models, install it. The hardware is a bit on the pricey side, but you don't need a lot of hardware to do it. You can do it simply just what you're able to run, but you can run really smaller models. Well, AI, the models is what really gives the AI its smarts, if you want to put it simple. So the bigger models require a lot more memory. Now that's GPU memory, which is needed a graphics card. So for those gamers,
Yeah.
graphics cards are not cheap.
Yeah.
Now what AI uses is GPU, which is the memory of the graphics card, basically, for processing, because it's much, much faster than normal memory or CPU. So you need a lot of graphics cards to do it, and you need specialized graphics cards to do it. So Grok from Elon Musk, Twitter, they have 300,000 of this specialized, I think it's the NVIDIA H100 cards, which is a specialized cards just for AI. So if you ever use Grok from Twitter, they're running 300,000 of these cards. So we just have 2 graphics cards in this thing. So basically, but
it's nothing compared to, but still.
It doesn't, but that's the thing. What it does is it may just be slower.
Yeah.
But really and truly,
but it still gets the job done.
Right.
That's the whole point.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's still effective.
Yeah. So you can try it. Ask it to create an image, or ask it about Kyrie FM or something. See what it says.
So guys, we're gonna try something here, okay?
Remember, this is not connected to the internet.
Oh.
Looks good. Obviously, that's alone. We don't have the fast, high-end cards yet, but we're not really considering speed right now. We just want to
Get results, basically, yeah.
Now, it might come back and say it doesn't know what it is.
So how long have you guys launched this, or is it even launched?
No, this is just testing.
Oh, you testing it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
But basically, the whole point is you can do a lot of things with it, so we intend to make good use of it for
That's
different
good.
tasks.
Nice.
It doesn't seem like it knows a lot about Carrier FM. But it all depends on what it was actually trained with, so we'll see.
Oh, it looks like it's still loading, so
Yeah,
hopefully it may pull up something.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, it has too much information on Carrier FM.
But always oh, I see something. Oh.
Oh yeah, earlier I told it to create an image for me. So it's
Oh,
still
you were
doing
doing
that.
a
Yeah, so
previous.
it's doing that in the background.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. So now it's finished doing the image that I was previously asking.
Oh, wow.
And now it's on. Now, if you can check to see if there's an internet connection anywhere on this thing, there's no internet. This is just a switch that just.
So how does it?
Because the AI knows everything. Well, not to know everything. The
Based
AI
on-
is trained on specific data.
Wow.
And it looks like in the training of this particular model that we're using, it has data on
All the
Carrier
data,
FM.
yes.
But
Because you did mention that it's already a software. It's a software that you install, right?
yeah, basically.
So I guess all of the information is already compact and it's
Yes, in there. Already.
in there, yeah.
And so far, is that is
And
that
it's still going
accurate?
and giving.
Is that accurate?
Look my name now, you know. Where?
Your
I didn't
name?
see it.
All right.
Oh, that is very true. News and current affairs. It says programming and format, news and current affairs. They provide local news bulletins throughout the day covering events in Dominica. They also have talk shows and interviews that address current affairs and community issues. Wow. Oh, that's actually one of our shows, man. Roots.
What about Talk to the
And
Nation?
this Talk to the Nation, Sports Mania. Religious programming. Da, 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 da,
No,
da,
it
da.
definitely is Kyrie because
Of
you
course
are
it's Kyrie
90
because it's giving our frequencies. Look at that. The
Website.
only thing though, let's see if it corrects itself. The website. Because we actually updated our website.
How recent? last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the data set would have been probably from a previous.
Because now it's KyrieFMLive.com.
Okay. But most likely.
But it still gave it's very impressive, exactly. Because it still pulled up the previous or the known website.
So you can actually try to do an image now, maybe when it's still going. So
it's still going, wow.
So this one is. Yeah, just power.
No internet connection, guys.
And it's still going, still giving you.
So this is an AI software that legit is working on no internet connection.
And
so guys, that's very impressive, to be honest. And you see, this is why you come to Tech Expo, NTRC Tech Expo, so you can see these things and you can get to know about these products and services that are being offered to us right here in Dominica. Because this is basically a ChatGPT but without internet access. Because I am very much sure you cannot use ChatGPT without internet.
No.
Exactly.
And also, if you really want to do serious processing and analytics, ChatGPT is going to cost you because you're going to have to pay for the subscription that actually give you the better models.
It's actually this one is actually subscription based.
Yeah, so the better models are subscription based. Yeah. So this is our little model. So we just came out to kind of showcase, especially to the young persons, what's capable today in technology and what they can actually do.
Nice.
And what is coming in technology. Well, this is here.
It is already here, exactly.
So, different people businesses have to start looking at. You can look at not getting involved in it. If you not get involved in it, you're going to get left behind. So you have to look at how we can start using it and so on and so forth.
But in terms of like updates and so on, like do you guys normally how often do you update it? Like for example, to install new information within the system.
There's several different ways you could install new information to it. Basically, this is the whole reason for having a local AI model is that you can serve it your data without worrying about where your data is going.
Right.
So as we feed it more and more things about ourselves, it starts to learn more and more things about us. But basically, this is just one aspect of what it is. This is just you give it data and you ask it questions. The other aspect of AI that we don't really get to interact with is the part of AI that actually automates things for you in your life. Yeah. Where you have an AI model sitting somewhere and you get an invoice email to your invoice. To your email, you get an invoice and the AI would just grab that invoice and do something, send it to accounts for you. That's the real power of AI, that you have stuff happening while you sleep. You have a ton of invoices coming into your inbox. You want to, as soon as those invoices come, you don't want to just forward it. Yeah. You want to take it, save it somewhere, do analysis on it. Says, okay, invoice 1 is $10,000. This needs to be checked and approved by whoever. Invoice 2 is only $100. We approve this particular supplier to just go ahead and print a check. A check prints. When you come in the morning, the check is waiting for you in the printer. Wow. That is the power of AI. ChatGPT is just you interacting, chatting. But the real power is creating systems that actually just automatically running while you're sleeping. And that is very powerful for small businesses and even governments in the region and stuff like that. That now you don't have to wait for a particular process. You set the process. You say, this is the workflow I want. Whenever this trigger happens, do this. Right. And you basically never have to
just input the instructions and so it's basically like simple coding basic instructions but in
pretty much. So
well for us
so you just get a report when you need it because the AI just knows I wait for 10 people to input their data and then at the end of that I want to do this.
The results based on the information that it receives.
So you never have to wait on anything. You never have to wait on a report. It just does it for you. And now you could do this with just programming, just Python and other languages. But the beauty of AI is the sort of to help with the thing that you cannot program. The considerations that you can't already program is like, do this, but what if it's this or that? The AI will help you kind of make that decision as well. It's like, all right, if you do this all the time, because it's this, I'm going to do this for you, which is usually a logical step. So instead of you having to go and program every single step you give it the parameters and you say, hey, this is what I want you to do. everything in between, you kind of make a decision on it yourself. And that is the power of it. So it never come and your check is not printed because, well, it just makes a decision, all right, basically based on your own history. Now, as you put information into systems like this, you try to figure out stuff about yourself or about the way you do business that you didn't even realize. The thing that you always pay on a particular day, customer always emails on at a particular time and stuff like that. So yeah, this is our little model. You can probably try the picture and tell me how the quality of the picture is. So the picture takes a little longer, so you might have to walk around and come back, but you can show the end result. So one of the cool things you can do, you can tell it, do a new thing. Like a new.
Do a new one.
So you can tell it to help you create a prompt, like to create a prompt for a particular type of image, and it will help you like create the prompt. So say, create a prompt for a beach theme, midnight, moonlight.
Can it do like posters and stuff like that?
Yeah. So you can tell it do a particular poster for you. Maybe give it some. Just tell it what the poster. Just say, create a poster, and I want to post the oldie, $10. That.
Let's see.
Anything, any category right now,
For staff dinner. Party. Oh. I can go?
Yeah, give it a date.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That way?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. What?
Okay, so that's the prompt. So you get it prompt to kind of help you better prompt the AI to give you
So guys, it's actually analyzing the information that I just put into the system, and it's basically summarizing for me. Let's turn up the volume on Team Spirit. I like that. Showing.
tell it to create the image for you.
Nice. Background, a stylized, vibrant image representing Dominica, lush greenery, landscape like Trafalgar Falls, or a silhouette of Roseau. Could be a photo or illustration. So it's basically, it's not only giving me the prompts, but it's giving me like options. It's actually making recommendations as to how the poster would look, or how you would, or how we would want the poster to look. Copy all? Also, how many options do you think it will give?
You can stop it on the first one. They usually give like 4 or 5.
Oh,
So you can
wow.
just use the first one.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it and then copy from here. Prompt? This one?
The option one.
This one. Okay. And then paste. Paste. And enter. So guys, we just created a staff party prompt for Kyrie FM. Let's see what Gemma is going to do for us. Okay, so it says here's an image generated based on your prompt. Oh wow. So for those of you joining us here, we are live at the NTRC 2025 Tech Expo. We are now at the Jolly's Pharmacy booth, where they have where they are displaying for us locally a local AI generated software, which is very similar to like ChatGPT. However, this one in particular, I would say is a much better because it doesn't, for one, it doesn't even need internet connection to work. So even if you have a Brogodo computer and you're not able to connect to the internet, you can still do these things, right? With ChatGPT and the others, you actually need an internet connection for you to be able to do these prompts and create this ask the AI to do these things. So right now what we did, an overview as to what we did was we actually asked the AI software to create an image for a non-existent staff party at Kyrie FM, and we're gonna see it actually gave us some recommendations. It also pulled up some information based on the company. So we're gonna use that to generate an image for, like I said, a non-existent staff party. So manage. I didn't plan no party without your consent. By the way, shout out to our general manager Kimara Ito. So yeah, so while we wait on the image to generate, because it might take a couple minutes. The instructions is already in there. So while we wait, we're just gonna do another quick run through while we still have some time. So we're gonna come back, okay, guys? So, guys, we are here live at the NTRC Tech Expo 2025. And like I said, my name is Shama, by the way, for those of you wondering. We are upstairs. It's at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall. And downstairs, earlier on, from yesterday, and today there is the Maze Masters competition where we have high school students participating in that competition where they've built robotics and they're trying to get to see which robot can actually go through the mazes and basically come out successful as champions. Some of the participating schools that we have downstairs is the Convent High School, the Northeast Comprehensive School, the Castlebrooke Secondary, St. Mary's Academy, Goodwill Secondary, and Orion Academy. Now we are upstairs of the parish hall, and we are visiting some of the companies, local companies, I should say, who are displaying their products and services at the Tech Expo 2025. So right now we are at I should say my favorite bank, My favorite bank, yes, that's my bank. That's NBD, National Bank of Dominica. So we're gonna speak to one of their representatives, so she can tell us what NBD is actually offering to the Tech Expo 2025. Hello and good afternoon. How are you? Hello. Can you give us your name and tell us a little bit more as to what NBD is offering to the NTRC Tech Expo 2025? Ah, nice to meet you, Alison. Right. Right. Nice. Yeah. Right. Yes. Wow. That's true. That's very true. Second. Ah. But to genuinely ask questions, yes. Nice. Hmm. For them. Exactly. Yes, that's very true. Yes.
Okay. It doesn't start when you're ready
Hmm.
to take off to university. You have to start preparing now. And if you build the good habits now in terms of saving, wise
Right.
spending, then it's going to benefit them later. It's going to become a habit. So we had all little piggies. We don't have any more. You
Oh.
know, they finished, they grabbed all
They lost.
because they wanted to save. They wanted
That's
to
true.
put their little savings together. So we were really encouraging them on that, you know. And then when the time comes, and
So
they're
that they
ready,
can get ready.
they can come
Yes,
to us.
because like you said, a lot of students, schools don't really. I mean, it is mentioned, but it's not really pushed. As in, like to teaching students how to save and how to go about, putting savings together or even collaborating with financial institutions. So this is a very good initiative, and I'm very happy that you guys are doing
Yes,
that.
yes, because I was even telling some of the students that even for their robots, and we do have a corporate responsibility. So
Hmm.
when they're going through that process, approach us. You
Yeah.
need assistance with parts, you need assistance you want to develop, that's something you're really interested in for your school
Yeah.
partnership, approach us and see how we can
You
assist
can assist.
because it's something
Nice.
positive and it's something that's international. It can take them great places. I
Exactly.
had a little man. I call him a little man because he has this high. And he told me he's building a robot.
Yeah.
He's building his own robot, he told me. Yeah, and he said he came downstairs and he wanted a wheel. He asked him for a wheel for his robot. So I was impressed. If you can be this small,
I know,
and
right?
you're talking about building your own
Robots.
robots, it says a lot. It says a lot of good things are happening. So we want to support that.
Nice. That's
We want to
very
support
good.
that,
And
yes.
I should say, we as Dominicans, we appreciate that as well.
Yes.
And thank you so much for your contribution.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes. So, guys,
Yes.
thank you, Alison,
You're
for
welcome.
giving us some input on NBD's take on the NTRC 2025 Tech Expo. Guys, today is actually the last day, unfortunately. So, I hope that you guys actually came down. If you haven't, what time will you be here until?
Well, it's 5. I
Oh
think
my
we're wrapping up,
goodness.
basically wrapping up
Yes,
right
it's
now.
almost.
Yes.
We only have like
Yes.
literally about 45 minutes.
Yes.
We literally
Yes,
have 45
basically,
minutes.
yes.
But if you
Yeah.
guys would like to know more about NBD, you can also visit their website.
Yes.
You can visit the. You guys have multiple platforms for social media,
That's correct.
so and which is everybody's on.
That's
So
right. That's Instagram, Facebook.
nice.
We are there.
Once, as long as you put in, go to. If you don't know, if you don't have these softwares or these applications, just type NBD on Google. It must come up.
Yes, and you
Just
can
type
come in as well.
yes, and you can
Can
also
come
go
in
down
as
to
well,
the
walk
many
in as well.
branches, which you guys actually just opened a new
Old
branch.
Street.
Yes.
Well, we moved. So
Oh,
Bay
moved,
Front is
basically,
closed,
yes.
and we're at Old Street branch. More space, better
Yes.
aesthetics, comfortable.
It's actually I personally feel it's a bit more how to say, convenient.
Yes,
To go
it's
down
in the
right to the Bayfront,
Yes,
like
right in the heart of Roseau,
it's
in the
legit
heart
right
of the
in the
city.
Yes, it's right there.
Yes.
And you guys installed three, not one, not two,
Three ATMs, that's
main
correct.
ATMs.
That's correct,
So you don't even have to go all the way to the main branch or
No.
and you get it right there.
That's
So
correct,
that's
yes.
very convenient, and I personally, like I said, it's my banker. I have to pick them up.
Thank you.
But thank you so much again, Alison, and you
welcome.
enjoy the rest of your day.
You
Okay.
as well, thanks.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
So, guys, you just heard from Alison at NBD, and she was just giving us some insight as to how NBD has contributed towards the Tech Expo for 2025 at NTRC. We actually have one more station set up, and I'm going to see if we can get a short interview with them. So, yeah. And that is the Dominica Geothermal Development Project. Hello, would you mind giving us a short interview? What you are offering to the Tech Expo 2025, basically? So just a short, because I know there's not much time as well either. But good afternoon, and how are you?
I'm fine, thank
Yes,
you.
you are live on Kyrie FM, and my name is Shama. Can you give us your name and which company that you represent, which is, it's there, but still, and your contribution to NTRC's 2025 Tech Expo?
Okay, so I'm Shaisha Birmingham, and I work with the Dominica Geothermal Development Company. So we are basically overseeing the construction of the 10 megawatt geothermal plant in Lora and also a new transmission network. Yes. So we're upgrading the transmission network to 69 and 33 kilovolts. It's going to go from Lora to Fonkole. Right. So we are in an advanced stage of power plant production. So this is the power plant itself.
Yes.
So those are the condensers. These are the heat exchangers. Actually, there's a more updated photo to this.
Yes.
Because this week they installed the generators and the turbines.
Right, because I was also told, because I'm a reporter, so
Yes.
I know certain things. We were told that all of the equipment are basically here on
Yes,
island.
yes.
It's just that the process to install them,
Yes.
which is taking a little bit of time. However, you guys are looking somewhere towards the end of the year
Yes,
to fully
to fully.
complete everything, which is great, by the way.
Mhm.
So guys, there is updated
Progress.
photos, but still, this is what we are viewing at the moment, right?
Yes.
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 Nice. And with this geothermal power plant, can you give us a little bit more? I know I know, but that it will help with savings when it comes to electricity, especially with Domlec.
Yes.
Everybody always crying, "What my light bill high?" And
So the reason our light bills are high is diesel.
right.
So we depend on diesel to generate most of our electricity.
Yes.
So we also have hydro, but it's 6
Yeah.
megawatts peak. When it's dry, you get less.
That's it.
So diesel does the heavy lifting for
Yeah.
us.
And
So
Dominica
when
is small, but it's
diesel,
big.
yes, when diesel goes up, our fuel surcharge
Oh.
goes up. When it goes down, our fuel
Yeah.
surcharge will go down. So it's very volatile. So what
Yeah.
geothermal will do, it will replace 10 megawatts of diesel generation. So Domlec will be able to shut off 10 megawatts of diesel, replace it with 10 megawatts of geothermal. So serious reduction in your fuel surcharge,
Mhm.
and that will bring down your
Your
electricity bill.
costs.
Yes.
Yes, nice. That's very. You see, that's a very simple and easy explanation right there. And you have a nice little setup here. What can you tell us about this here? What?
Okay, so basically, this is a simplified version of what will happen
With
in
the geothermal
with the
power plant.
geothermal power plant.
Nice.
So we have our reservoir. We have two wells: one production well, one
Mhm.
reinjection well. So the production well will bring up the geothermal fluid from the reservoir. Now, in this, the heat exchanger, there is an organic fluid which will get heated by the heat from the geothermal fluid, turn into a gas, push itself here, spin the turbines, the top will generate electricity for us. And then the rest of leftover gas will come. It will be cooled down by the condenser and go back here. And the excess geothermal fluid that we've pumped up through here will come through this pipe and then go back, into the reservoir. So it is closed, continuous loop.
Continuous. Okay, nice.
Makes it renewable. So we are not depleting the reservoir. We are not putting any hot, dangerous fluid into the environment.
Yes.
There's no steam coming out.
That is what I'm seeing there,
So
because everything is
everything is
concealed.
contained.
Yes.
So we try to make this as environmentally
friendly
as possible.
Nice. Nice. You see why you have to come to these things, guys? Because I mean, most of the times we listen to, Dr. McIntyre at the press conferences, and he's trying to explain this, how these things work, or other officials, but you literally gave us like a full explanation in like what, less than 10 minutes? Less than 10 minutes. So this is actually a very good setup, by the way, when it comes to explaining how the geothermal power plant is going to help us here in Dominica. So, like our friend says, it's basically safe for the environment. So they're not incorporating any harsh chemicals that will go out into the air or out into our spaces to harm us as a nation or a community. So yeah. But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate your time and what you guys are doing. And thank you again. Hopefully, will we guys see you hopefully at the next Tech Expo next year? Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, thank you once again.
Okay,
and
you're
enjoy
welcome.
the rest of your day. Okay.
You as well.
Yes. Thank you so much. So, guys. There was so much to see here at the 2025 NTRC Tech Expo. For those of you joining us, we are here live at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall. We spoke to many contributing companies or businesses, stakeholders. We spoke with the NBD, the Dominica Geothermal Development Project. We spoke to We Planet, which is owned by young entrepreneurs. It is a Go Green non-profit app. We also spoke to NCCU. We're supposed to go back to Jolly's Pharmacy to see how our image or our local AI system did with our image, right? So let's see here. So guys, our image ready?
But you see what it did?
Oh, but it still did it.
Kyrie is also the hour.
Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, so it actually used that. Yes.
But as you can see, the and stuff like that is all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's what better model does. So you have to get better models, it will get better. As you can see,
Yeah. That's actually good. And you see, Ipman, we were actually planning to do an outing to go a river, and it actually, you see, it knew. No, we actually was planning a staff outing to go to a river and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah. Because it did, in the prompt, in the suggestions, it actually did ask if we want greenery and stuff like that, and so it actually did do what it said it would have done. Yeah. But thank you so much. Thank you. So guys, Yeah, I guess right now most of the companies or most of the businesses are wrapping up. So we're just what is the time right now? It's actually 4:23 p.m. Um, are we going back downstairs? We're gonna go back downstairs to see how the Maze Masters competition is doing, and yeah, just we'll be back in like 2 minutes. So keep it locked. So, guys, we are back downstairs at the NTRC Tech Expo Maze Masters competition, and the Convent High School has taken the floor once again with their robots. Oh, it looks like it's jammed. Oh, it looks like it's jammed a little bit. Oh, it's almost making it to the finish line. Ah, it did. Nice. So the Convent High School has made it to the finish line with their robot. Congratulations to them.
So what, that went already?
Okay, so now the Castlebrook Secondary School has taken the floor, or the maze, I should say, with their robot. As you can see, the robot is trying its best to make its way through the maze. Today seems to be a bit better than yesterday in regards to the robots maneuvering the maze. Actually, it. Oh wow, wow! It's actually moving very smoothly. Nice. I think they might actually. Wow! 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 They almost had it there. Wait. Yes. Yes. They're getting there. They're getting there. It's almost there to the finish line. There is 1 minute remaining. And it's and they've made it out. They've made it out. Nice, and that was the Castle Bruce Secondary School.
Boy, that was deadly.
Okay, and up next we actually have the St. Mary's Academy taking the maze right now with their robot. Okay. We only have 2 members of the St. Mary's Academy participating in the robotics challenge, or the Maze Masters challenge, I should say, at the Tech Expo. However, it seems to be looking for its way out, or through, I should say, the maze. There's 1 minute 40 seconds going up on the timer. It seems to be a bit stuck. I think the sensors are very sensitive, so there may be a little bit of technical issues or difficulties maneuvering, because it seems to constantly keep spinning. They're up to 2 minutes 15 seconds on the timer, because by the way, every participating school has only 5 minutes to get through the maze. Almost there. Uh-oh. Well, for those of you joining us live on Kyrie FM, we would like to say thank you for sticking with us as we cover the NTRC 2025 Tech Expo at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall. Right now we are at the Maze Masters competition with 6 participating high schools, which are the Convent High School, the Northeast Comprehensive, the Castle Bruce Secondary, and right now we have the St. Mary's Academy on the maze. We also have the Goodwill Secondary and the Orion Academy in the competition. And we would also like to highlight some of the sponsors who came on board to make this event possible. We have HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, Metaverse Games, Jays Limited, National Cooperative Credit Union Limited, NCCU, Digicel, NBD, Republic Bank, Flow, and Picat Innovations. Uh, Unfortunately, the timer was up on the St. Mary's Academy, so they were unable to make it to the finish line. But up next, we have the Goodwill Secondary School, who has now placed their robot onto the maze. They actually won the first maze yesterday. So let's see what's going to happen today. Uh-oh. Okay, the robot seems to be making its way. It's actually making its way through. Let's hope they can make it before the 5-minute timer goes off. Uh-oh, seems to be going in the wrong direction now. Let's see if it can actually turn itself. The students are allowed to, give their robots a little bit of a push or, reposition them every now and then if they're unable to do it themselves. If the robots are unable to do it themselves, as you can see now, right now they are up 2 minutes. They only have 3 more minutes in order to get their robot through the maze. It seems to be moving at a slower pace now. Ah, there we go. Oh. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it seems to be moving at a better pace right now, and it's making its way toward the finish line. I would say it's halfway there. I would say it's actually halfway there. Right now they're up 3 minutes. They only have 2 more minutes to get their robot through the finish line. Let's see if the Goodwill Secondary School can get to the finish line. And they are, yep, they did it. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. The Goodwill Secondary School. So while we are here, are waiting on the next participating school. I believe we have about two more schools participating. Right now, the Castle Bruce Secondary School is in the lead. The Castle Bruce Secondary School is in the lead for the Maze Runners competition. The Convent High School is in second place. The Goodwill Secondary School, which we just saw, is now in third place, and the Northeast Comprehensive School is in fourth place. Once again, we would like to say thank you to those of you joining us and listening via our Facebook page and our radio frequencies. We are here live at the NTRC 2025 Tech Expo. We are now at the Maze Masters competition, where we have 6 participating schools in their robotics competition, which are the Convent High School, the Northeast Comprehensive, the Castlebrook Secondary, St. Mary's Academy, Goodwill Secondary, and Orion Academy. We would also like to say thank you to some of the sponsors who came on board to make this possible. We have Flow, Digicel, Do It Center, Purpose Partners, Open Solutions, the National Cooperative Credit Union, National Bank of Dominica, Kyrie FM, Whitchurch, Republic Bank, Jays Limited, and for the Maze Masters competition, we actually have HHV Whitchurch and Metaverse Games, Jays Limited, NCCU, National Cooperative Credit Union, Digicel, NBD, National Bank of Dominica, Republic Bank, Flow, and Picat Innovations. So, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, we are now taking a break from the competition. Some of the students are now recalibrating their robots. I believe that a prize giving ceremony is going to be taking place in just about a couple of minutes. So, for those of you who are tuned in, we hope to bring you that in just about 5 to 10 minutes, or maybe sooner. But we'd like to say thank you for joining us here at Kyrie FM as we cover the NTRC Tech Expo 2025 at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall in Goodwill. The room is filled with a lot of cheer and excitement as we have 6 competing high schools in this Maze Masters robotics competition. As I mentioned earlier, the participating schools in this year's competition, we have the Convent High School, the Northeast Comprehensive, the Castle Bruce Secondary, St. Mary's Academy, Goodwill Secondary, and Orion Academy.
Who had the fastest times, but there was a bunch of interventions, and we recognized that those 2 robots have a good chance of finishing the maze. So we put the first maze, Goodwill School, Castle Bruce, runner. Every touch, we adding on 10 seconds. Yeah? So every time you touch your robot, you add on 10 seconds, and no more than 10 touches. 10 is too much. No more than 5 touches. No more than 5 touches. Every touch is 10 seconds. Put it on top of this one.
So we are now, I believe there is somewhat of a tie. And we are now going to have the Goodwill Secondary School, as he mentioned, along with the Castle Bruce, I believe, going to go in sort of a head-to-head phase at this moment to determine a winner, because they're now placing a new maze on the floor, on the platform. So now we actually have the Goodwill Secondary School setting up. Okay, looks like the Goodwill Secondary School is literally almost to the finish line. Uh-oh. It's reversing. Hmm. And the Goodwill Secondary School has made it to the finish line with 2 point, almost 3 minutes. Up next, we have the Castle Bruce Secondary School. So let's see if they are able to beat the Goodwill Secondary School's timestamp. And it's off. It's actually off to a good start. Let's see, it's making its way. It's making its way, yes, okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, so Castle Bruce School might actually make it to the finish line. Don't touch it. And it looks like we have a winner. So the judges have announced that the Castlebrew Secondary School is the winner of the Maze Masters competition for this year's Maze. The Castlebrew Secondary School have won themselves the championship or the title for the Maze Masters 2025 competition at the NTRC Tech Expo. Okay, guys, so for those of you joined us, or for those of you who stuck with us on our live broadcast at the NTRC 2025 Tech Expo at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall, we will literally just witnessed the champions of the Maze Masters competition for 2025 who got the title of the Maze Masters is now the Castlebrew Secondary School. Congratulations to them and their robot. Congratulations to the entire team. We also had some small interviews upstairs of the parish hall where we interviewed some other businesses, local businesses, who showed their contribution to the tech I should say, industry in Dominica. We had Jolly's Pharmacy, the National Bank of Dominica. We also had many others, NCCU, along with Flow and Digicel. But now, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. Right now, I believe we are going into the prize giving ceremony of the event, but unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today. So, once again, I would like to say thank you once again for joining us on Kyrie FM. My name is Shama. On behalf of the tech crew, I would like to say thank you to Yipman Bruno. And now we take you back to Master Control.